For what you're seeing in the marketplace today, what are you seeing as like the most in demand type of use case? So obviously, I think you guys are launching with Bullet is like an order book based app chain or something like this with EVM apps built on top of it or something. Maybe SVM, I'm actually not familiar, but what is it mostly order books? What are you seeing? What's the demand for a roll up on your SDK?
So Bullet is trading avenue, like DeFi avenue, trading avenue for people like trading on Solana. Because one thing that like the Zeta Markets team have experienced as they were building their like previous derivatives exchange on Solana was that due to Solana block times, their market makers were constantly losing money. Price discovery was happening elsewhere, and as a result, like market makers like almost always had like stale orders that would then like could get snatched by people that are doing the sex-dex arbitrage. And as a result, incentivizing like market makers were likely super costly for them, or they could just did not want to pay that cost. They had like very little number of market makers. And what happens is that like if you can't make market makers happy, you don't have enough liquidity. If you don't have enough liquidity, the spreads just like grow so much, and like the user experience for like the end users, like retail, institutionals, like trading on chain, is just horrible. Making market makers happy is crucial for anyone building trading like products on chain. And I think like trading products on chain is probably like the most successful or like most revenue generating like category of blockchain applications so far. They clearly have a gap to their like centralized counterparts, but it's a type of like engineering gap that can be fixed, and that we've been like very laser focused on fixing for the past year and a half, like two or so. And so one of the primary goals of like Zeta's like Zeta Markets Bullet was to get as low latency as possible and like add like other like special like features to make their like market makers happy, and like to like incentivize as much liquidity possible as on their platform, like leveraging sovereign SDK soft confirmations. They're able to get P90 of like 5 milliseconds or so, and we recently lowered the P99, which was like something that we've been working on for a while, to like down to like 20 milliseconds. So that means like 99% of like your transactions are hitting, they are being completed like 20-25 milliseconds.
Yeah.
To give market makers like a lot of confidence to be able to trade on like Zeta without knowing that like their orders, if they act fast, like won't be susceptible to be snatched by other like sex dex arbitrage.